What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Mr. Bagel's channel. There are a few things we need to discuss today, so let's get started. Yes, so if you tune in on yesterday's channel, you would have known that we've been bullish on Google, and here's why. Well, by the time you see this video, you would have already known that hey, there was a big news coming out of Google, the quantum computing chips. That was the catalyst. But again, we never advise people trading on any kind of news or any kind of information. We're trading the price action. We're trading what's on the chart. Did I know that Google was going to release this information? By no means. I am not an insider, but I know how to read the price action. So come on, the analogy I like to give is also like pretty recently, Snowflake announced their earnings and it was blowing past the expectations. The stock went up for like some 30%. I was on the trade. Did I know they were going to beat? No, I didn't know. But just a minute before the market closed, it was already setting up for bullishness on the price action. So somebody always knows, right? Somebody always knows what's about to happen, what's about to be announced. So they get in and they're big players. It shows on the chart. So you just follow along. You don't really need any inside information. So I'm going to show you on this Google chart right here. Google has been on this downward channel and then we've been respecting this trend line, but this could be where some insiders already knew what was about to happen. So you see this reject, very bad. I mean, but not very bad because the market was not able to push down any further. So what happened next was a big. So whenever we're playing breakout, we want to see the volume. We want to see how it closes. Very good close, very high volume, which is telling you that hey, no one is selling here. Okay, there's no more resistance. We are breaking out, right? And then this is the first sign of evidence that you're looking for. The second for playing breakout is you want to wait for a retest. Good volume, you got that. Gap up open, so down on a very low volume as compared to the previous one. And also the next day it gapped down again a little bit. As soon as it touched 20 days moving average, it just ramped up, and then this is where I enter my position, and this is as bullish as it can get. Okay, for breakout, that is strong volume to break out the trend line, a retest also, showing signs of bullishness, and another support on major 20 days moving average, and then we closed up green. Okay, this is very bullish. This is telling you that the big money doesn't want to wait anymore. They want to get in because they know what's about to happen. And if you're a seller here, guess what? Excuse me. I mean, not ideal for you. You need to be able to learn how to read this. So this is what I call an A plus setup. Breakout, strong volume, retest, also exactly what we wanted to see, and another retest on the 20 days moving average, and then higher highs and higher lows on increasing bullish accumulation. And then the next day, boom, it happened. Somebody knows. Somebody always knows. We don't know, but we can read the price action. I mean, this could have been, without the news, could have been just like a very mediocre day, closing around like $178. Yeah, that could have happened. But if you're always following this kind of price action, there are rare cases that this kind of thing can actually happen because somebody always knows, and it is reflecting in the price action. Okay. I'm officially out of the trade. I did post on X account that I do believe that before the end of the year, Google is going to see all-time high. Then you might say, "Hey, Mr. Bagel, what are you talking about? If you think that Google is going to hit all-time high, what are you cutting your position?" Well, you know, this is a pretty handsome profit in just 3 days. I'm happy with that. Yes, I might be leaving something on the table, but after seeing VIX, I kind of, it kind of just threw me off, right? Because This is where you would expect a little bit bounce on the VIX. At the time of this recording, this is what it looks like on the daily. Um, if VIX actually closes like this at the end of the session, it could be an indication that the market is thinking that hey, CPI is going to be bad, like upside surprise or downside surprise. I don't even know what's a bad CPI anymore. Market will decide that. Okay. And also SPY. I mean, come on, this is really good. This is really, really good. We haven't even kissed the 20 days moving average, but option flow does suggest that we can potentially see maybe 59.50 before the end of the week. So that's going to be largely determined by CPI. It's going to be a very important read. So keep your eye out for this. Um, yeah. So semi is bad. Okay. I mean, sometimes even the best setup it wouldn't work. Semi doesn't find any buyers here. Okay. Semi is really, really bad. I don't even know what it is about semi. But you better believe that if, again, semiconductors are of the riskiest products asset classes out there. So you better believe if CPI is good, again, I don't know what's the definition of a good CPI. If the market is blowing up, you know, few moments after CPI announcement, then you can really see semi just take off, like breaking to the upside, like breaking all the resistance even. Because when that happens, you better believe that, okay, Tesla, of course, you better believe that those underperformed names are going to find some love, right? So there's not much to go over on the chart. Obviously, rejection, but we have another support trend line down there for ARM. So not really a cause for concern. But if you're playing to the upside, you better have your stop loss ready. Yeah, this is in the middle of nowhere land. We are not breaking up, we're not breaking down. We need price action to provide more information for us. If it does get down here, you find a weak and maybe switching over to 10 minutes or 15 minutes chart. If we do see weakening of selling pressure, this is where you would really size up on ARM for playing low, right? So at this time, I mean, Google has been good. I think it will continue to be good. I'm seeing some weakness at Meta. Uh, if we want to just take a look at Meta, Microsoft is still looking really good. I mean, Meta not as much. I mean, you see this higher, lower, high, and lower, low. Well, a good wick found support on this level. You better believe that the resurgence is going to be good, but it's not. This is a really bad close, right? And also, BX Trender on MACD has been declining. And if we want some more evidence, yeah, this is not looking bad. This is not looking great. But if Meta is able to push down and break 604 and found very weak buying afterwards, that's your signal to short Meta. Okay, market is a little bit choppy. LRCX is pretty weak. On the weekly, still good. I think whether if we're going to see full-on bullishness is we are going to know at the end of the week. We want to see how this weekly close, right? We obviously ramped and got rejected on the weekly moving average and try to go up and slow down. If we can like defend this support at 73.86 at the end of the week, I think next week it is going to be beautiful for Lam Research. All right. So again, not too much read today, just because VIX is creeping up slowly, and we don't know what's going to happen at CPI right now. If you have some position open, I would say have some hedge, have some protection on. This is not where you want to consider new positions. But for semi, again, we're not seeing any buying here. But you should be excited about this. at semiconductor because a lot of opportunities will come along, right? And once again, not too much from me right now. Semi, we want to look for more evidence to consider adding loan, just because right now it is in the middle of, we don't know what's going to happen. The market doesn't know what's going to happen. And VIX is going up. And also, right, we wanted to talk about Caterpillar. I did enter a short position here. Okay, see, sometimes market is deceiving like this, right? A trend line for you to follow, breakout, sucking up all the liquidity, and then open gap down, hitting this as resistance and just sold down very heavily. Okay, this doesn't tell you a strong support. Okay, maybe at $385 level, there are some buyers down there, but it's just a series of profit taking, man. This is kind of bad, um, right? A huge reject on 20 days moving average and also on the trend line. This can be a swing short, but again, you want to have 20 days moving average marked as your stop loss. If the price ever closes above 20 days moving average, you want to consider just get out of your position. Okay, also Palantir, I'm seeing some swing short setups. I think it's potentially brewing right now. We don't know yet because we just don't have that kind of concrete evidence. Looking at Meta looks kind of weak. It looks kind of, you know, I don't want to say strong. It has been strong, but there's not a lot of read on a lot of names right now. I think CPI will just provide more colors on the next movement going forward in most of the sectors and also in the broader market. All right. So that's it for me. Once again, this is not financial advice. You are trading on your own risk. I'm just providing you of what I'm seeing in the market. And if you do have any question, you can leave a comment. You can leave it on X. And if you really do enjoy the content, please make sure you subscribe and like the video. It will really help us grow. And that's a wrap for me. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Happy trading. I'll see you tomorrow.